49. Tomorrow night with increasing clouds, we're going to see a low of 32. A chance of rain Wednesday afternoon, cloudy, high of 54. Thanksgiving Day, chance of rain, mostly cloudy, high of 44.
Hey, sports fans, huddle up. It's time for the DQ Pigskin Report. A weekly football show with the head coaches at Danville, Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln counties. The Center College head coach. Plus an update from the UK football coach. The Pigskin Report. Brought to you by DQ. Happy tastes good. State Farm Insurance. Here to help life go right. Whitaker Bank. Uniquely Kentucky. CC Auto Parts and Service. An Auto Value Certified Service Center. Essity, a global leading hygiene and health company. Now, with the DQ Pigskin Report, here are your hosts, Rick Schobel and Joe Mathis.
Good evening from the Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill, our second to last show, Joe. Can't believe this season's just flown by.
Yeah, second to last show is hard to believe.
And this is just got, I don't know, about a week or so left for November to take advantage of the two-piece fish dinner. It comes with fries and toast, $4.99. Or you can get the double cheeseburger. They're half price for $2.45, comboed up for just $5.25. Just a couple of the ways that you can save at your Harrisburg DQ Grill and Chill. The fish sandwich, $3.99, combo at just $6.99, and that's on sale. Joe, we didn't do too good. We were 0-2.
Yeah, we had
small sample size.
UK and Bull County playing. Yeah, it was a small sample size, but I think everybody was not shocked that UK lost. But
no.
The shocking one was obviously Bull County falling to Covington Catholic on Friday, 31-28.
And I know injuries is part of the, of the team or what happens on the game, but to me, Maury Brown went down that first quarter. Bull took a big hit right there because he and Tavy were a heck of a 1-2 punch on offense, and I think they missed Maury more on defense.
Yeah.
Because he was right in the middle of everything, and that's where the quarterback, Covington Catholic, he's good now. He had like 240-some yards rushing. He had 2 touchdowns rushing. He threw for another one, had about 100 yards passing. He's a dual threat.
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah, and that was where Bull County struggled, is getting their defense off the field.
Yep.
All game long, they struggled getting the defense off the field. So, what you said may be true. You missed Maury on offense, but certainly maybe even more so defensively, where the defense could not get off the field on Friday.
And 5 for 5 on 4th downs.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the time
that Covington Catholic, not Boyle.
Yeah, the time of possession was something like 3-1 in favor of Covington Catholic. The number of plays called was more than 2-1 in favor of Covington Catholic. I think they called 61 plays, and Bull called maybe like 27 or something like that. So everything offensively, you got to give Covington Catholic credit. They had a game plan, and that game plan was to keep the offense on the field and keep the ball out of Bull County's hands, and they executed that to perfection.
Yeah, they did.
They did a really good job doing that, and it stinks that Bull County season came to an end that way. But you do have to tip your cap to Covington Catholic. They played a really good game on Friday night.
They did. They had a good game plan, and they took advantage. I think because of what happened last year in the state game against Covington Catholic, Bull won like 42-0. They thought, oh, this is going to be an easy game again, and it was not.
Someone brought this up to me earlier, and I can kind of see where he's saying. I don't think there was anybody who really gave Covington Catholic a chance on Friday, except maybe Covington Catholic. They came in, they said, we're not coming down here just to play. We're coming down here to win. And it was almost like Bull County going to St. Edwards. I don't think anybody gave Bull County a chance to beat St. Edwards except the Bull County faithful, right? They knew that they were good enough to beat St. Edwards, and nobody else thought this team from Kentucky was going to come to Ohio and beat this team that was nationally ranked. And not only did they go win, they spanked them. And so maybe kind of using that mindset, Covington Catholic, nobody believed in them, come down, let's prove some people wrong, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, there's always next year. It's what you got to look for now.
Yeah, exactly right.
All right, Joe, let's go ahead and head over to UK. And Coach Stoops, number 3 Texas was too much for Stoops' troops, falling 31-14.
As I mentioned, post-game at Texas, another difficult game. Very good football team on the road, very challenging environment. Once again, very inconsistent. I thought we did some good things at times, but overall not good enough. Need to play a complete game against a team like that, and that didn't happen. So looking to get back on track here this week. Another big game, rivalry game. Be excited to be back home. Senior day. So a lot going on, a lot to play for, and excited about this opportunity with Lou. Team that's always very well coached. I think Jeff does a very good job. They're good on both sides of the ball. Ron English, their defensive coordinator, Jeff, Brian Brom, do a great job offensively. So we'll have our hands full and excited about this opportunity.
Coach, is Cutter going to start against Louisville, and how do you think he played against Texas?
I thought he just handled himself very well. Once again, I thought he had a lot of poise in the pocket. I thought he distributed the football, had the vision to hit open receivers, the arm strength to get the ball down the field on a second play. You saw a lot of good things. Even the play that was called back for a hold, an all-out pressure. He gave some ground, threw it to an open area, completed a very difficult pass there. So I thought he did some really good things, and, he deserves the opportunity to get a start here this week.
Mark, tell us about this rivalry with Louisville and what's been your take.
Yeah, I think it's been important. I think you heard me say that the first time we played them, and we hadn't done very much, and they were top 5, top 10 team at the time, and I never shied away from the importance of this game. Told you that day one, game one, and I'll say it again, again this year. It doesn't really matter what the records are or anything like that. I have a lot of respect for Jeff and the way he coaches and their program. It's important to our fan base. It's important to our players. It's important to me that we go play well. The minute I got here, I think I felt that from the fan base. And once you're in these rivalry games, you get a good feel for it right away. And certainly the intensity is there. It's important. So it didn't take me long.
That's UK head football coach Mark Stoops, and Cats are hosting Louisville on Saturday. That is, I don't know what time that tip-off is. 10 o'clock in the morning pregame, 12 noon is the kickoff for that one. All right, we got Jack here. Jack, what did you get off the Dairy Queen menu for dinner tonight?
The number one is good. It's got the mustard, ketchup, onions, lettuce, tomato. Get it.
And bacon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, bacon.
All right, so Jack says, get it. You got to get the number one, which is the bacon, I think the bacon cheese deluxe or something like that. Sounds good to me. Rayleigh, what about you? What did you get?
The barbecue chicken wings.
Barbecue chicken strips. You got the chicken strips, but you got them in barbecue sauce? Mm-hmm. There you go. And she also got an Oreo Blizzard to boot.
Oh,
so you can get your meal like
taste.
Yeah, you can get your meal like Jack did. The number one, he got a chocolate dip cone, or you can get the chicken strip basket in barbecue sauce and the Oreo Blizzard on top of that. We're at the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen, where Jack and Rayleigh and Rebecca and Tim and Teresa and Radio Rick and Super Dave are all here, and we're happy to be talking high school football with you. We'll step aside. We'll come back. We'll talk with Center College head football coach Andy Fry right after this on the Dairy Queen Pigskin Report on 99.5 FM WHBN, 103.9 FM WHIR, and HometownLive.net.
Great! See, we're practically sitting on the field.
If you could sit here.
Your food and drinks will be right over.
Oh, yes!
For the same price as way up here.
Great seats. Right up here with a blimp.
Why wouldn't you? It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys.
See your State Farm agent in Harrodsburg, David Hopewell and Randy Couch.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
This Saturday, the Wildcats! Everyone knows what happens when you let a bird out of its cage. Dinner is served. Louisville Cardinals and your Kentucky Wildcats. Touchdown, Kentucky!
The pregame show starts this Saturday morning at 10 with kickoff at noon.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM C105.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And now, back to the DQ Pigskin Report.
We are live at the Harrisburg DQ Grill and Chill. Country ham sandwich, I got that tonight. You can get that all day. BLT, $7 meals all day. Includes you get the meat, and you get the fries, and you get a drink, and you get a sundae. All that for just $7. They got 2 for $5 snacks. They've got the Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burgers. They've just got a lot of stuff here. Try out your different craves that you get at your Harrisburg DQ Grill and Chill. All right, let's head over to Center College and Coach Fry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now talking to the AFCAD 3, Regional 3 Coach of the Year, Andy Fry.
Well, that's very kind of you, Rick.
Wait a minute, you got to take a few bows.
Yeah, there you go. Well, trust me, when you're surrounded by coaches and players that are smarter than you, you can't put all their names on that recognition. So I'm very, so I win from default. So here we go. So.
Well, but it's your fault. You're a winner. See, that's what it is, not default.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Oh, well, they win. I win by default. They lose. So yeah, I got you.
Well, Coach, how is your MASH unit? Did this week help?
Yeah, I did. I mean, we needed this time off. I mean, now we practiced Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and practiced in that blizzard that hit that afternoon. But we got to get used to that because it's going to be probably 30 degrees there in Pittsburgh, and we expect to be able to throw the football, and you got to throw the football when it's cold, and you got to throw it effectively. I mean, I think they're very good. Carnegie's very good in the box, and if I'm going to say there's a weakness, or really in the weakness, but I think if there's something that we can possibly exploit, we have to be able to throw the football. Yeah, we have to run the ball as well, but I mean, I think our wide receivers are pretty good, and we got to get them the ball, and they can extend plays. So hopefully that offensively, hopefully be something we can do well.
When it's cold, you got to throw that ball. The receivers got to hang on. How do they do that when it's cold in their fingers? I know they probably wear some kind of gloves.
Yeah, they'll wear gloves, and we told them on the sideline. We told them, you got to prepare for cold. Don't wear cotton, and if you do wear cotton, have something polyester underneath it. You need to have gloves, so on the sidelines you keep your hands warm. And then two is don't overdose your feet. I mean, don't put 6 pair of socks on. I mean, you need to make sure that. I mean, obviously your fingers and your toes are the first things to get cold.
Right.
But you've got to take care of those, and I think we can. I mean, we've never really played much in the cold, so we got to prepare for it. And one way to do that is how you dress. So hopefully it'll be good.
I've never heard of Carnegie Mellon. Do you know any quick history about them?
Well, it's probably one of the premier Ivy League institutions at our small college. It's incredibly academically. I mean, it's tough to get in, and it's very strong admission policies. They're the best in the arts and sciences. I mean, their sciences, the engineering programs at Carnegie, their research. I mean, if you look them up, Carnegie Mellon is probably in the top 10, 15 best universities. I mean, it's an outstanding institution. Andrew Carnegie, that's part of what he did. And then he built libraries all over the country. They got the Carnegie Library there. They got the Museum of Natural History there. They've got Andy Warhol's museum. I mean, it's been around a long time, and it's a great institution. I mean, like I said, it's one of the top. Probably, people think Carnegie Mellon, Johns Hopkins, those type of schools are probably the top universities, small college universities in the country, along with the Ivies.
Now, how many players will you take up with you, Coach?
The NCAA allows us 58, so we've got to trim our fat, as they say. Normally when we travel, we take 68, but that 10, those guys play a lot in regards to special teams and backups. And if they're backup, they may play. You can do a little more with groupings, when you have 3 or 4 other guys that can get in there. So that's the tough thing. I wish that we could take our whole team because I think it's a team proposition, but the NCAA, a lot of it has to do with the finances.
Yeah.
And you got to play with that. That's part of the reality. Yeah, we'll leave Thursday. We'll have Thanksgiving meal here on campus with our players, and then we'll leave for Pittsburgh that afternoon and get in, probably sometime in the late evening. And then, we'll take advantage of Pittsburgh Friday morning. We'll get the kids up and we'll go downtown and probably hopefully eat brunch down there. And we may possibly go to Steelers and do a tour of the stadium, and then we practice at Carnegie at 1:30, and then get back, and next thing you know, it'll be Saturday morning.
They'll be ready to play football again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow up there Friday, so hopefully by Saturday the wind will settle and won't be snowing. I don't mind snow. I just don't want wet snow.
Yeah. Now, when you win, if you win, what happens next after the game Saturday?
Well, hopefully we'll celebrate the plays, and then, we'll get ready for Monday. We'll come back for practice. And I would think that Mount Union probably is the favored team that's playing John Carroll. And they played once before and barely lost. So it could be right now, one play at a time, one game at a time.
Right, yeah, you got to worry about the game in front of you and can't look down the road because that's when you get in trouble when you look too far ahead.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think our kids are doing any of that right now. I think right now the first thing is school's out, and so we have all week to prepare, so that's what we're doing. We're practicing tomorrow morning, and then we'll get together, do film review that afternoon. We'll do that Wednesday, and do that Thursday again, practice in the morning. So worked out for us.
What's it going to take for Center College to come back with a W against Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh on Saturday?
Well, it's like anything. It's going to be the mental errors. When you're playing a really good football team, you can't make mistakes because it could be 4 or 5 of those mistakes are the things that might be the difference in winning and losing. And so that's the big thing. 2 is I think they run the ball really well. I think they've got 10 fifth-year players, and so they're experienced. So we've got to combat their experience with our ability to do things right. So yeah, and I think I always talk about special teams. You want to win that, and then offensively we've got to really implement our game plan. I think we have a good game plan. We just got to execute. Saying all the coach words, you know how that is.
Yeah.
It's all coach speak.
Sure.
But there's a lot of truth to it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach, we wish you the best of luck in practice this week in the game Saturday. And the next Monday, we'll do your senior salute.
I think we have 16, and then we have 2 or 3 student coaches that are seniors that's really helped us. So, yeah, it'll be good.
There you go. That's Center College coach Andy Fry. It's good for them to get back. I mean, he's such a great coach.
Oh, yeah.
And
this is his first ever Coach of the Year honor that he's ever won.
Is it really?
Yes.
I didn't realize.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, in terms of everything he's accomplished and to not be able to win the Coach of the Year honor, it's been
most prolific
long over
coach
deserved for him.
in Mercer County, Center College history.
Yeah.
And then that's not enough. Greg Mason has got the most wins ever for the basketball program, too.
Yeah. I was driving through Danville on Saturday. Was actually stopped in a parking lot because I was putting a mobile order together to get something to eat. And it was the parking lot there in between where Danville Pediatrics is and where Grace Cafe used to be, the parking lot. And I was just getting my mobile order, and I looked across, and you could see the top of where it says Andy Fry Stadium. And I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. You got the brand new stadium there.
And he's still there.
In his honor.
He's still alive.
And now, obviously, going to Carnegie Mellon in what should be a fun game Saturday there in the Pittsburgh area.
Well, I feel like Center College will go in there and slice them up.
Slice the melons up.
Yeah,
huh?
that's right.
I like it.
Well, and you can slice up your hunger here at the Harrisburg DQ Grill and Chill. 2-piece fish dinner comes with fries and toast, $4.99. You only got to the end of the month. This is a November-only special. You've got the Parmesan garlic chicken strip basket, the honey barbecue chicken strip basket. You got a lot of variety here Barbara Montgomery offers. Frozen hot chocolate. Now, how do you drink a frozen hot chocolate?
I don't know, but I did see for December,
Yeah.
their Blizzard of the Month is the peppermint hot cocoa.
Yeah, so that sounds good,
Yeah, it's
doesn't
got like I guess the hot cocoa, same thing they would have in the frozen hot chocolate, except it's got bites of peppermint inside of it.
it? The Blizzard of the Month.
For November?
For November's Oreo fudge brownie.
I'll take that too.
Yeah.
What are you eating, Super Dave? Reese or Snickers? Reese's.
Of course, Reese Cup.
Gotta go with Reese's.
We're Reese Cup brothers.
Yeah, and Tim's got coffee. I said, Tim, it's a little late to be drinking coffee. It's 6 o'clock at night. He said it's decaf. He's
Yeah, but it's got to
decaf.
keep him up and keep him awake. You know, some people just lay down and take naps all day. We can't do that. Yeah, some of us can't do that. And don't forget, for any occasion, especially with November is obviously Thanksgiving Day. You want a special treat for the family? Try the Any Occasion DQ Blizzard Cakes. They are awesome, folks. If you've never tried that, you deserve it. It is really good stuff.
There you go.
And it's good stuff here. We got to take a time out, and we'll be back with more with the DQ Pigskin Report. We've got the Garrett County Senior Salute warming up in the bullpen right here on 99.5 FM, 103.9 FM. That's WHBN, WHIR. And we are streaming it live at hometownlive.net.
CC Auto Parts and Service is a difference. We get it. No appointment necessary. Fast, friendly auto service every time. We'll have you in and out, hassle-free. Brakes, engines, and service of every kind. With free pickup and free delivery. CC Auto Parts and Service is a difference. We get it.
Are you considering starting a business or expanding your existing business? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Ricky Peterson. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank at the Danville Main Street office. As a part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-236-9822. Let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
Great! See, we're practically sitting on the field.
If you could sit here
Your food and drinks will be right over.
Oh, yes!
for the same price as way up here, great seats. Right up here with a blimp. Why wouldn't you? It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys.
See your State Farm agent in Harrisburg, David Hopewell and Randy Couch. And now, back to the DQ Pigskin Report.
Joe Matheson, Radio Rick, and Super Dave, and Tim Biggs, and Teresa were all here talking high school football, eating Dairy Queen, and having a grand old time. And Tim said earlier something along the lines of WHBN listeners, I don't know how much fun we have out here on Monday nights at Dairy Queen.
And it's fun eating the good food,
yeah.
too.
So you got one more Monday next week to come on out and
Our last
enjoy.
one.
Yeah, last one. Enjoy it with us next week. Let's go to Lancaster, talk with Garrett County head football coach Spencer Crutchfield. And, Coach, you had a great 8-win season. So let's do your senior salute. We'll start off with number 5, Jagger Wood.
Yeah, Jagger as a kid when we came in was a little bitty short, kind of chunky little kid who definitely changed his body from the time we got here in January 3 years ago and worked his tail off and was always an athletic kid, just never really, didn't quite have the size when we first got here and had a had a appendix he had to get taken out when he was a sophomore. Kind of set him back a little bit his sophomore year, but ever since he got back, he was always a guy that was on the field that we couldn't keep off the field. Just a hard worker, very, very, just a great kid, and that's going to be kind of the theme that you hear from me throughout this with every one of these guys. It's just not only great football players, but just great kids overall. And he's definitely one of those that got in the weight room, changed his body, and put himself in the position to have a heck of a senior year.
How much, Coach, can you use a guy like Jagger as an example for other kids maybe who come in, maybe they are freshmen and they feel like they're undersized, and am I ever going to be able to play and say, hey, look at this guy, he was the same way, but he worked hard and he became a major playmaker for us?
Yeah, I mean, Jagger's, you never know how your body's going to develop, and we are, like I said, Jagger always had the athletic ability. He was just a little bit undersized, and you got to give Jagger a lot of credit as well, though. He grew some, but he also dedicated himself to the weight room. So definitely a great example of a guy who just works his tail off and tries to put himself in a position, and ultimately did to make plays for us.
Next one up, Coach, is number 6, Malachi Simmons, one of the great running backs that you all had this year.
Yeah, Malachi's another guy that we had here. He was a sophomore, just hadn't really played much varsity football or really played much football at all until we got here. Kind of got him to buy into the weight room as well, and got him to buy into the team concept. And I think he flourished. He had a couple injuries as a junior, and just kind of flourished this year and had a culmination of all of it coming together. So definitely a kid who's just a leader of our team, and also a guy that our kids look to, and definitely just a hard worker in and outside of football.
Number 14, Trey Smith.
Yeah, Trey's a guy who took a few years off before we got here, and hadn't played since his 6th grade year, then come out his sophomore year. And Trey's a really athletic kid, very quick kid, super coachable. Another guy that just puts his head down and grinds and does whatever you ask of him. And had an injury last year in the second game of the season, was starting corner for us, and had a tore his shoulder up, and worked his way back this off season and grinded it out and put some good muscle on, and had a heck of a senior season for us as a defensive back.
Number 15, Nathaniel Daugherty.
Yeah, Nate's the guy that one of our team captains. Just always has a smile on his face, always very coachable. He's taken a few butt chewings throughout his career, and he always takes it and never says a word, and picks the guys up and leads by example. So he was one of those guys that was a gangly kid when we got here, and may have weighed 165 pounds, and now he's at 205. Just bought into the weight room and the concept. Coach Hester does a great job of those guys in the weight room, and change his body, and I think that put him in a position to have a heck of a senior year that he did.
Coach, you are the only team in the area to have 2 1,000-yard running backs in the regular season. We mentioned Malachi Simmons earlier. The other one of that two-headed monster was number 21, Cameron Peak.
Yeah, it's kind of the same concept. You hear me saying the same thing over and over and over. Cam was another guy that changed his body in the weight room. He was maybe 130 pounds soaking wet when we got here, and right now he's, this morning he's probably 165, close to 170, and you can say what you want, but the weight room definitely changes things and changes the game. When we got here, we didn't have varsity-ready bodies in some positions, and we had to put some young guys out there that weren't ready really to play varsity sports. But I think you see that the 3 years of the weight room for our guys has kind of paid off this year. We definitely had a lot more success this year, and I think that's a large part, not only to the type of kids that we have, but their work ethic in the weight room.
Next one up, Coach, number 23, Trenton Nyson.
Yeah, Trenton's another. He's our emotional leader. He's another one of our team captains. Never miss. I can say this. I don't think the 3 years I've been here, I've never seen Trenton miss a weightlifting class, miss a practice. Always here, always leading by example. Always just working his tail off. And he's one of those guys who never really has to say a lot to the guys. They know when it's serious. He just will look at them. He just gives them the look, and they sharpen up and tighten in. He's one of the guys that has probably the most respect in the locker room. Being an undersized guy, he gets after it every play, and couldn't ask for a better kid.
One of the most dependable kickers in the area, Coach. You've had a good one for a long time. It's number 33, Zach Daly.
Yeah, Zach. Zach's a guy who came to us luckily, and I said, "Coach, can I kick and play soccer?" I said, "Absolutely." And not only is Zach a heck of a football player, a heck of a kicker for us, Zach is a heck of a soccer player as well. And I think that if he wants to, he's going to have the opportunity to go kick in college, and looking forward to seeing where his career goes from here.
Number 76, Andrew Garcia Valdez.
Yeah, Andrew's a kid who didn't play as a junior. Came out to us as a senior, and just an outstanding kid, super strong kid in the weight room, just always has a smile on his face, always is upbeat and up-tempo, and one of the guys that the guys look to kind of bring along with him and wanted to make sure that he's a part of the team. And he's definitely a great kid, an outstanding guy who worked his tail off on scout team for us. Didn't really get much varsity clock, but definitely a program guy and just a guy that you want around your team.
And lastly, number 78, Wyatt Fielder.
Yeah, Wyatt has started for us for 3 years. He's battled through a couple of injuries. He had a dislocated his kneecap last year and fought back and changed his body in the weight room. He was one of our leaders up front. Well, really our only senior lineman this year. So Wyatt kind of took a young group of guys and kind of make sure that they were lined out and made sure that he was leading by example and make sure he was being the vocal leader. So definitely going to miss Wyatt and what he brought to the team.
Coach, you mentioned Zach Daly with a chance to kick in college. How many colleges have you been talking with in terms of some of the other guys on the team who maybe want that chance to play collegiately? And, how does that work for them? And you talking with colleges and coaches and trying to find that right fit for those kids?
A lot of our guys have been on visits starting early fall, and even in the last year, I've had some guys recruiting them, and just had Lindsey Wilson stop in today to look at a few and talk to a few of our guys. So definitely, pretty much majority of our guys, there's 6 or 7 of them that are going to have the opportunity to go play. It's just whether they decide to or not, and if it's the right fit for them moving forward. And I'm hopefully if that's what they want, they're going to get good guidance, hopefully from me and their parents and from the other coaches as well, and get on campus and visit and try to put themselves in the best situation possible.
When you look at next year's team, Coach, your quarterback Justin Parsons will be back. You'll have Lucas Witt back as well, who carried it about 50 times this year for you offensively and gave you some good games. What do you expect to see out of the Garrett County team next year, and when does the work for 2025 begin?
Well, we hope to have a majority of our line back, so that's hopefully going to be a strong suit for us. We lose Wyatt on the offensive line, but we return all of our defensive line and the rest of our offensive line. Got some other guys that are young that are going to have to step up. And then, we've already started lifting for next year. We kind of, luckily our administration here at the Garrett County High School make sure that we have weightlifting classes. So we have 3 weightlifting classes, and we're able to lift continuously throughout the year. But we're definitely amping it back up now. We've had a couple weeks off, so we're amping it back up and getting ready to get after it again.
Yeah, and you can tell the guys coming back, the bar's been set, right? I mean, this is an 8-win team, won a playoff game. Obviously, for a half of football, gave everybody in the state of Kentucky and Louisville Central a scare. Like here comes Garrett County, a team maybe a lot of people didn't know about, and playing Louisville Central blow for blow in the first half. And so these guys who are working towards next year, they have a lot to work at and a lot to look forward to, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, this senior class definitely set that standard for those guys and raised the bar of where we want to be at, and kind of gave these guys a replica of what you need to do year in, year out, and how you need to go about it. So definitely going to miss this group of guys.
Garrett County head football coach Spencer Crutchfield. Coach, we appreciate you being on every Monday with us talking Garrett football, and you could feel this year the excitement in Lancaster. The excitement surrounding Garrett County football was awesome to track. It was awesome to watch and listen to, and we know that even better and more awesome days are ahead after this phenomenal year for you all in 2024. So, Coach, we appreciate your time being on, and good luck this offseason, getting the guys bigger, faster, and stronger, and looking forward to a great 2025 year.
Appreciate you having us on, Joe.
And that was Garrett coach Crutchfield there. Joe, what a season, again, Garrett County have to build on again, too. We've got some really good teams in Central Kentucky here in our area.
Yeah, 8 wins for Garrett County, and, like you said, really good season for them, and hopefully building on that in the future.
Coach Hester on defense has really picked up their defense for Garrett County,
yeah,
too.
That's right, yep.
All right, Joe, we have got more coming up here.
Yeah, Mercer County head coach Craig Easton, Boyle County head coach Justin Haddocks around the corner. It's all coming up on the Harrodsburg of Dairy Queen Pigskin Report, where you can get the 2-piece fish dinner with fries for about $4.99 on sale. The 1-piece fish dinner comes with fries as well. The fish sandwich is $3.99 and combo $6.99 on sale all day long, and $7 meal deal as well, which is what I got today, $7 meal deal. So come on out, talk high school football with us, and we'll step aside, come back, and talk with Mercer County head coach Craig Easton. Coming up on the Dairy Queen Pigskin Report, 99.5 FM WHBN, 103.9 FM WHIR, and HometownLive.net.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-734-3316 and let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Big Deals Online Store invites you to a magical holiday experience. See the Smokies' most spectacular light display and a lineup of live Christmas shows that celebrate the true meaning of Christmas, all at Dollywood. Experience millions of lights, award-winning shows, and a winter wonderland featuring a 50-foot video motion Christmas tree. There's nothing like Dollywood at Christmas time. An amazing parade of 5 million lights, holiday decorations, and a lineup of shows that will put you in the holiday spirit. You can be our guest for Christmas in the Smokies at Dollywood. Big Deals Online Store is giving away family 4-packs of admission tickets. Just register to win by visiting Big Deals Online Store at HometownLive.net. No purchase necessary. Visit often and sign up every day to increase your odds of winning. We'll draw for winners every week, now through December 6th. Thanks for shopping at Big Deals Online Store and enjoy the holidays on us at Dollywood. Register now to win at HometownLive.net. Good luck and happy holidays.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear National Account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
This Saturday, everyone knows what happens when you let a bird out of its cage. Dinner is served. Louisville Cardinals and your Kentucky Wildcats.
Touchdown, Kentucky!
The pregame show starts this Saturday morning at 10 with kickoff at noon.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
And now, back to the DQ Pigskin Report.
We're live at the Harrisburg DQ. Joe Mathis and yours truly. You've still got the month of November to do savings. 2-piece fish dinner comes with fries and toast, $4.99. And if that's not enough, get the double cheeseburger. It's half price, folks. And Super Dave had one for each hand. Comboed up for just $5.25. Just a couple of the great specials you'll find at Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill. All right, Mercer County, Coach East. We'll put a wrap on the 2024 season with your senior salute. I'll give you a senior's name. You tell me what he's meant to the program. Let's start off with Braden Boffman.
Braden Boffman, just a special kid, special talent. Happy to have had him transfer in with us for the year. Certainly wish we had more time with him. Certainly going to miss him, but a really good young man.
He was good on both sides of the ball, too, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't just one-dimensional.
Nah, he's an all-around good football player.
Gage Bennett.
Gage Bennett, man, one of the toughest hard-nosed, one of the toughest and most hard-nosed kids that I've ever coached. And certainly going to miss him tremendously. And just praying that we can get 3 or 4 more just like him in the future. Just an excellent young man, cares about his academics, comes from a great family, but just a tough, hard-nosed football player, just a tough-minded young man. So definitely going to miss Gage Bennett.
Trenton Berry.
Trent Berry, come in for 1 year, from Dunbar, just a really good young man. And hopefully he'll have a big future in football, but we're certainly going to miss him. He was a good addition to our program.
Cameron Bottoms.
Cameron Bottoms, a 2-year starter that, a young man that's battled a lot of injuries in his first 2 years of high school. Such a bright future, and a very athletic, intelligent young man, and just hoping that he has a wonderful future in football and in academics. Certainly going to miss him, but really like the way he's developed over the last couple of years.
Landon.
Wish we had him back another year.
Landon Gonzalez.
Landon Gonzalez, man, is probably arguably my most favorite, most inspirational player on our football team. He's got a great story, but you talk about one tough kid, mentally and physically, to overcome some of the stuff that he's overcome in his life outside of football, and for him to be on the field, just a great inspiration to all of us. God has truly got a blessing on him, and we're going to miss him tremendously.
Ashton Pusey.
Hey, Ashton Pusey, a senior that has just, given us everything that he had, battled a lot of injuries this year. Wish he could have had a better season, but just a steady individual, steady young man. He's going to be a great citizen. He's going to be a great asset to the community in the future. Definitely going to miss him. He's a good football player, but even better young man.
Gavin Rodriguez.
Gavin Rodriguez, the dog on our football team, the guy down in the trenches that does all the dirty work. We're definitely going to miss him. Just a quiet storm. But, just a humble young man, comes from great family, knows what it's like to work for everything that he's gotten, and I think that he'll continue to work. He's got a bright future as a college athlete, hopefully, and I know that he'll have a bright future once football is over, and he'll go and get his college degree and move on with his life. But just the heart and soul of the interior of our team and one of our great leaders. Definitely going to miss Gavin.
And definitely going to miss this young man, Landon Yates.
Yeah, Landon Yates, like I've said before, I believe Landon is probably our best overall football player in terms of how he's developed over the 3 years that we've been together. Just a tough-minded young man, great family. The only young man I would say all year that never asked to come off the football field, in terms of the skill players, and just didn't want to come off and played linebacker, was a really good tackler for us, and good blocker at tight end, and was our best receiver throughout the year in terms of, production. So he brought a lot to the table. It's going to be hard to replace Landon, but his future is bright at the next level. We're going to miss him, wish him the best of luck, but, man, we're going to miss Landon Yates.
When does the 2025 team start to work out and practice?
Well, we start December, after the first week of December, but, we won't do anything too strenuous. It'll be voluntary, but we'll rev it back up really in January.
Yeah, because you'll probably have some of your better athletes playing basketball, too.
Oh, Oh yeah, we got young men that are on the wrestling team, young men and women on the wrestling team. We got young men that are playing basketball. We're gonna have young men on the baseball team, and we're gonna have young men on the track team. I encourage all sports. I encourage our guys to play all the sports and participate in them all because I just think it makes you a better, well-rounded individual. I just want you to get up in the morning and get your workout in, eat breakfast, and then go to school and then go do your other sport in the afternoon. And that's all we stress here at Mercer County. And play them all. We want you to play them all.
Coach Craig Yeast, I want to personally thank you for being available during the weekdays. In the mornings, been calling, and then, of course, for the DQ Pigskin Report. And we look forward to having you back again next year.
All right, Rick, it sounds good. I'm going to miss you here, not being able to talk on a consistent basis, but I think I'll get over it. Can't wait for our season to start back up so we can do it all over again. All right, Rick, man, I appreciate you. I really do. Go tight.
All right, Craig Yeast there. All right, let's finish up here with Boyle County. Coach Haddix, tough game, not the finish you had hoped for. Your 32-game winning streak is over at the hands of Covenant Catholic, 31-28.
Tough game. They're a good football team. We knew that coming in. They played an outstanding game. They did some things they hadn't shown before. Felt like we made some adjustments, but just didn't make the plays to win the game. And that's the way it works sometimes. It's never it's why you play the game. All games ain't won on paper.
Well, first thing, a huge loss with Maury Brown going down because, number one, he takes a load off of Tavy, but I think the biggest place he was missed was on defense because he has played well, and he's got that speed that might have neutralized their quarterback a little bit.
Yeah, obviously you lose a kid like Damari Brown, that just great athlete, physical player on both sides, really kind of puts you in a bind. But, it's a team, and we've got other players, and you got to step up and do that. That's just the breaks you get sometimes.
Well, Harney was really the real deal, wasn't he? 102 yards passing, only 4 passing with a touchdown. But, man, 2 touchdowns rushing and 234 yards. He was a load to bring down. He was quick.
Really good player. They got a hat on a hat. He made some things happen. Scrambled around and made some good plays when he had to. Seems like it all hit for him.
And he had a couple of turnovers. And that last one, I've watched several times on film. It looked like Tavy's knee was down before that ball came out. But there's nothing you can do. All we do is talk about it right now. But how do you go back and tell him, because I know he has to feel bad. But you know what, Coach? You wouldn't have been in that game without Tavy.
No, and that's something. No one play ever loses a game. People get on that. I've looked, I was writing them down today. Obviously, watched it that night and wrote them down today. There's 7, 8 plays go different. We win the ball game. And, but that's what it is. You never know when that play is going to come. And, obviously, no one player loses a game. And, obviously, Montavian sure didn't lose it. But, those are the breaks you get, and that's football.
Yep, and there's nothing you can do about the calls. The refs, I know it's at game speed, but, man, you would just have hoped that somebody would have seen, one of the officials would have seen that the ball, his knee come down before the ball came out. But there's nothing we can do about it at this point now. Just go on and wait for next year. And then what a game. Tavy almost had 250 yards rushing. Now, let me ask you something. You made a change with him at quarterback in the second half. Was Baylor, what was the change there? What was the thought process why you put Tavy at quarterback?
Well, that was just something we all talked offensively, but nothing Baylor didn't do. It was just, hey, we were kind of getting them off the ball. We were getting 6, 7 yards of carry or more than likely. It was hard to do. We wasn't getting the ball a whole lot. And, we moved the ball to go score and get in scoring position, just didn't finish it. So, there wasn't nothing either one of them did. Just felt like, hey, let's get it in Tavy's hands and let him go make something happen, get a hat on a hat.
Well, you lost another defensive player, too, got hurt, did you not?
Jackson Crow didn't play the week before, and then, he wasn't able to go. He's having to have surgery on Friday, actually. So
that didn't help either. That's another.
No,
he's played well this year, too.
Yeah, but those things happen.
It's called football. Well, Coach,
yep.
What do you do now? Where do you go, and when do you start preparing for next year?
Well, we just, kind of learn from this one, collect your thoughts, and you got to get started towards the next one. And we'll start in January with it.
What a run you had, Coach. 4 state titles in a row, 32 games won in a row. And you and the coaches and the kids have nothing to be ashamed of, nothing but, you did everything that you could. Again, these 4 years that you put together here, it just came up a little short this year. But a lot of promise for next year. As long as Justin Haddix is at the reins, Boyle County's got a chance.
Well, I appreciate that. We just got to keep working. That winning's not easy.
No.
There's a lot of, and I think some people kind of, you get accustomed to it and think it just happens. No, there's a lot of stuff goes into it to make it happen, and we got to start putting that in. Appreciate you. Go Rebel.
That's Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix.
And if anybody knows the truth of that, Sam Harp, ask him, because everybody assumed that Sam Harp was going to go to the state every year.
Yeah.
And he didn't have the numbers, either smaller school they had, and there's just a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And they always said it's harder to stay there than to get there.
And what he said, I think, is exactly right. It's hard to win. That was proven.
Bullseyes on the back.
Yeah. And there are games that you going into, you feel comfortable you're going to win, but it's hard to continue to win, right? Like eventually every streak's going to come to an end. It's not going to last forever. But Covenant Catholic, again, you got to give them credit and tip of the cap for them.
Oh yeah, they played hard. They played well.
Coming up on Saturday, we have one game that's at least going to be on the air. We have two games and one game on the air.
Yeah.
Let's start off at Louisville at UK Saturday. Our coverage starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. Kickoff is at 12 noon on Z105, WRNZ-FM.
Who's going to win that game?
Kentucky.
Okay.
Cats upset Louisville behind the slinging arm of Cutter Boley.
All right.
Not going to mean anything in the grand scheme of things because they're not going bowling anyway, but a good in-season thing. Kentucky's had Louisville's number. With Stoops at UK, Kentucky has played Louisville historically very well. So give me the Cats on Saturday.
You call them Loserville?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I'll call them that if they lose, yeah. We'll see on Saturday. Ask me Saturday about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'll see what I call them in.
Good.
Now, give me the Cats.
Yeah, you get out on a limb.
And then Center College heading to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What do you call Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
With 3 G's.
Pittsburgh
with 3 G's.
Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh. That's a 12 noon kickoff for that one in the Division III playoffs.
Carnegie Mellon, I predict Center College is going to slice them up. There you go. Slice up the melon.
Saturday, again, Louisville's at UK, 10 o'clock pregame, 12 noon kickoff, and then Center College at Carnegie Mellon Saturday as well. All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
Next week, we'll have Boyle County Senior Salute. We'll have the results of the Center College game and the Center College Senior Salute. And we'll have UK information, too, hopefully with a win over Loserville.
Yes, that's what we're hoping
That's what Joe's predicting.
Give me the Cats. Why not?
Yeah.
What's the matter if they lose? I mean, if they win, doesn't matter. If they lose, it doesn't matter. But I think the Cats come out.
Doesn't matter if they lose?
I mean, there's no bowl. It doesn't matter.
You don't want to lose to lose.
No, you don't want to lose to Louisville. But there's no bowl. It doesn't matter if you win. There's no bowls. No
toilet bowls where they're
no
going.
Game. So
afterwards,
give me the Cats. Give me Cutter Boley. They're taking down the Cardinals on Saturday.
All right. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, Robert, back at the station. Be good sports fans. It's been another live sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network. Back next Monday night for our last show of the year right here. All right, Robert, you know what to do now. Get us out of here, son, so we can get home. He don't blow that whistle no more. He just takes it away from us. Any second now. Wait for it.
This has been the DQ Pigskin Report, brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agents, CC Auto Parts and Service, Whitaker Bank, Essity, DQ. Join us every Monday evening at 6 during the football season for the Pigskin Report on the Hometown Radio Network and hometownlive.net.
This is WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, broadcasting on AM 1420 and now FM 99.5. Now, the news.
It's 7 o'clock. NBC News Radio
I'm Brian Shook. President-elect Trump's federal election interference case is being officially dismissed. Special counsel Jack Smith filed a motion to drop the felony charges connected with Trump's alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election, and a judge agreed today. Smith filed a similar motion to drop all charges for Trump's alleged efforts to illegally store classified documents at his Florida home, but that is still being reviewed. The White House says a temporary ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah may be on the horizon.
We're close. Again, I want to be careful and cautious here in how I characterize it, because until you get everything done, you don't have a deal.
White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby said to reporters that negotiators are coming to that point, but did not offer details on the agreement. The Menendez brothers will remain behind bars for now. Eric and Lyle Menendez made their first court appearance in decades together virtually in Los Angeles in a bid for freedom. They're serving life sentences for the 1989 murders of their parents in Beverly Hills. Wondering what foods you can't bring on your flight this Thanksgiving holiday? Lisa Taylor has the details.
If you can spill it, spread it, smear it, pump it, or pour it. That's things like cranberry sauce, gravy, any alcohol or juice, wine, fruit preserves, or soft spreadable cheeses.
That's Jessica Maley, regional spokesperson for the TSA. Turkey, stuffing, and other items are okay. You can also keep your dishes cold with an ice pack, but it needs to be frozen when going through TSA. All items must be taken out of bags first at security.
Macy's says it's delaying the release of its third quarter numbers after learning an employee intentionally hid up to $154 million in delivery expenses. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
Few things are more important for safe driving than good eyesight. That's why starting January 1st, 2025, a new Kentucky law requires vision screening for anyone renewing a driver's license. Simply bring your completed vision form from your vision specialist to any driver licensing regional office, or get free vision screening at the time of renewal. For more details, go to drive.ky.gov.
A message from Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet.
Trusted steel power in the palm of your hand. This holiday season, save $30 on the GTA 26 handheld garden pruner. Now just $149.99. Check off a gift from the top of their wish list and make trimming tree limbs a breeze with a lightweight design and 4-inch cutting bar. Visit your local Steel dealer today or shop online at steelusa.com. Was $179.99 MSRP. Includes battery and charger. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
The CDC is warning about a spike in what is commonly called walking pneumonia. Scott Carr has more.
The Centers for Disease Control says the exact number of cases is hard to determine, but they suggest that walking pneumonia is at its highest level now since COVID. Texas pediatrician Dr. Perla Soni says they're seeing lots of cases, and she fears it's just the start.
Yes, and I have seen kids who have been coughing for 3 weeks.
She says the disease is easily treated with antibiotics, though doctors are now...
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting this morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from Humane Society Director Carrie Koo, Danville Boyle County Development Corporation Director J.J. Harris, and Interim Treasurer Shannon Green, among many other items on the agenda. It's this morning at 9 at the Boyle County Courthouse. It'll be streamed live on the Boyle County Media YouTube page.
I want to ride Hatfield Chevrolet, and they had me.
Driving in my car, going very far, down the street in my car.
If you want to ride, go to RodHatfieldChevy.com. Rod Hatfield Chevrolet, Lexington, Kentucky.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that does more than just hand you a prescription in a paper bag? A pharmacist who knows you and your family members on a first-name basis? Thompson's Pharmacy is a family and locally owned independent pharmacy that provide exactly that every day. Thompson's Pharmacy will deliver, package your medicine, and to